Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get it out. All right. Okay. Where are we? There we go. There it is. Okay. The Catholic's Pocket Manual, a Guide to Salvation. Breppel's Catholic Press. Okay. The Holy Father, Pope Pius X, desiring to give proof of his sovereign regard to the publishers, has willingly vouchsafed to grant them the title of Publishers to the Holy See, with permission to adorn their books with the escutcheon of His Holiness. Given at the Vatican, December 26, 1905, the Prefect of the Holy Apostle Palace. Okay. Alright. Now I'll talk about the contents. Acts of faith, hope and charity. Act of repatriation of the Sacred Heart. Baptism in case of necessity. Benediction of a Blessed Sacrament. Devotions for hearing Mass. De Profundis. Don't know what that means. Divine Praises. Explanation of the ceremonies of the Mass. Feasts and fasts. Grace at meals. Instructions for communion. Litany for a happy death. Litany of the Saints. Litany of the Sacred Heart. Litany of Saint Joseph. Litany of the Blessed Virgin. Litany of the Blessed Virgin in Latin. Litany of the Holy Name. Manner of serving at Mass. Morning prayers. Night prayers. Prayers before confession. Prayers after confession. Prayers before communion. Prayers after communion. Prayer to Saint Joseph to obtain the virtue of chastity. Prayer to St. Patrick, 30 days prayer, universal prayer, way of the cross. Okay. Alright, so that's the contents of the Catholic's Pocket Manual, a Guide to Salvation. Now, it's not an exhaustative Catholic doctrine. The work is not exhaustive on Catholic doctrine. You know, I suppose, theoretically, the entire liturgy of the Church is the exhaustive Catholic doctrine, you know, but it's the way for this particular document. It's a guidebook. People know this. People in religious communities, when they produce a work, it has a particular purpose. It serves a function in the religious community. It does certain things. In the old Potter's House days, back in the 90s, the Potter's House Pentecostal Church, which I was in for a while, you major on the scriptures and you minor on the other stuff, the other associated books. In some ways, as a Catholic, I suppose you're probably supposed to major on a Catholic Bible, I guess, and maybe the Catechism even. And this is sort of a minor. It's some people's. It's supposed to be in Catholicism some people's thing, some people's cup of tea. That's the little thing which Aunt Jane uses, if you know what I mean. or Auntie Dolly, or Auntie Pat, or Uncle Fred. It's something which they put aside, and that's just something I look at from time to time. Kid, grandson, that's mine. You don't need to worry about that. There's a modern update. There's a 28th printing. It's only 1995. No, you're not getting mine until I die. No. You know what I mean? So, it's just one of those things which, it's a thing for some people. That's what the religious books are. Some people are on this, some people are on that. That's what they are. Now, for Noahide Catholicism, the Unitarian Catholic Church and things like that, we probably examine this and sort of take from it the kind of things which comply with Torah well enough, Noahide Torah well enough. There'll be a lot of a doctrine which probably be okay, probably not everything, quite frankly. That you would take that for granted. Not everything would be what we would call essentially the Noahide way for Noahide Catholicism. But it would be a useful enough book to have as an owned in a Noahide Catholic sort of mentality world. So that's just that.